What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jackson. In this video, I'm going to talk about what I think is possibly one of the most overrated credit cards that American Express has, and that's the American Express Gold Card. And I know I'm going to get some hate for this because the Gold Card is focused to be one of the workhorse cards of your setup. It's designed to get 4x back on a lot of good categories that you can use to your advantage. Just to give a quick recap on what the card gets earning rates on, you get 4x back on dining. This includes restaurants, takeout and delivery, 4x back on grocery, up to $25,000. They have this cap because you can go and buy gift cards there. So I want to make sure that you're not just exploiting this and just getting 4% back on all of your gift card spend. And then 3% back on flights, but I imagine the majority of people won't be using this for flights because they're usually preparing this with a second card like the Platinum card. But now this is where things get kind of interesting. So they also have $240 of credits they use to offset the $250 annual fee. So to start, they recently added a $120 Uber cash or dine ride credit. So you can either use this for Uber or you can use it for Uber Eats. So I don't usually take a lot of Ubers, so I like to use this for Uber Eats. The second credit is the $120 dining credit. So you can use this at places like Grubhub, Seamless, Boxed, and Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and Shake Shack, just to name a few. So if you add up all of these credits, you can see 120 plus 120 is 240. There's a $250 annual fee. So what's the problem here? Effectively, this card should be costing you around $10 to hold, but you'll be gaining more money back from the additional multipliers that I mentioned before. So let's run the number. Just going through a little hypothetical example that I would use, and the dollar amounts that I have, this is from Ask Sebi's calculator. I'll leave a link for this down below if you want to do this yourself. I'm going to estimate that I spend around $3,500 on restaurants a year. I spend about $3,000 on supermarkets for a single guy, and then 0 and 0 on the other two. I'm probably going to be using this either for the Charles Schwab Platinum card to cash that out at 1.1 cents per point, or do Delta flights at 1.25 cents per point. So not tremendous value, but still pretty good value. And then here I think is where we get to the real issues of the card, and that's with the credits. Those credits I mentioned before are distributed in only $10 per month increments. I don't really value these at their full rate. My biggest issue with Uber Eats is in the past 6 months, a lot of places have started to increase the prices on Uber Eats because they know that there's this card out in existence and there's more demand for people trying to use those credits. Same thing with the dining credit as well. It just gets constantly annoying to have to remember every month to use a $10 credit. And this is American Express's whole plan. They want you to be given these credits that you forget to use, and then they can make the difference in profit. So for the sake of this argument, I'm going to say that I get around $80 worth of value from this. And total, you see that effectively this card's only costing me $90. So what's the problem? Year 2, when you run the entire numbers, I get $235 of profit. I'm actually making money by holding the card. So why is this a problem? And the issue stems with opportunity cost. When you are using your gold card, you're not using another card to get that spend. So if we consider a no annual fee card setup, like the one that I have described here, you can see that we have the Go Altitude Go card for 4% back on dining, the City Custom Cash, you could do $500 a month on grocery, and then the Freedom Flex to catch the other categories that may fall in between there. So I'm going to say conservatively, I could get 4% back with this setup. So I take $6,500, multiply this by 0.04 to get 4% back, and I come to around $260 in total value. So $260 is greater than $235. So I'm actually losing money by holding the gold card. And again, that 0.04% of 4% cash back, I think is pretty conservative because if you are using the Freedom Flex card and the Freedom card, those are rotating categories that you could manage every month and then probably get somewhere between 4 to 5%, even on the higher end if you want to do transfer partners. But if you want to keep it simple, I don't blame you. 4.5% cash back is going to be $192. And that's still greater than what the gold card offered. But then you do have to ask yourself, is this something that you want to manage every time, that you want to keep track of and constantly think of that, oh, I have to use this card in this month, this card in this month, this card in this month? Or would you rather be keeping track of every credits to use every single month? For me, I don't like paying annual fees because there's really just no incentive to pay them unless they're giving me more value. And I'm trying to eliminate all of these cards because I think they're way more expensive, and there's great no annual fee setups that we've had in the last 6 months come out that just offer tremendous value. But I would really like to know what you guys think. Do you agree, disagree? What do you think of this setup? I'm probably going to be moving the majority of my cards to no annual fee cards. And I'll make a video about this later on in the future, talking about which ones I'm keeping and which ones I'm going to cancel. That being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My name is Jackson. And if you want to see more content similar to this, hit the subscribe button and like this video to see more content later on. Take care, guys. See you later.